Hi students, welcome back. Now let's go through the remaining portions of the chapter. Equality in Indian democracy. The Indian Constitution recognizes every person as equal. This means that every individual in the country, including male and female persons from all castes, religions, tribes, educational and economic backgrounds are recognized as equal. This is not to say that inequality ceases to exist. It doesn't. But at least in democratic India, the principle of the equality of all persons is recognized. While earlier, no law existed to protect people from discrimination and ill treatment. Now there are several that work to see that people are treated with dignity and as equals. So our constitution itself recognizes all people as equal. Okay, so this means that all people, irrespective of their gender, that is whether they are male or female, all people, including all caste, religion, tribes, educational and economical backgrounds, are recognized as equal by the Indian Constitution. In ancient times, this law was not there. That means there was no law to protect people from the discriminations that they have been faced. So nowadays there is law and various schemes and programs which has been developed by the government. This recognition of equality includes some of the following provisions in the Constitution. First, that every person is equal before the law. What this means is that every person from the president of the country to Kanta, a domestic worker, has to obey the same laws. Second, no person can be discriminated against on the basis of their religion, race, caste, place or birth, or whether they are female or male. Third, every person has access to all public places including playgrounds, hotels, shops and markets. All persons can use publicly available wells, roads and bathing huts. Fourth, untouchability has been abolished. So here comes a question. Which are the provisions provided by the Constitution to protect equality? The question is, which are the provisions provided by the Constitution to protect equality? So there are 4 points. Mark down those 4 points. First one, every person is equal before the law. This is the first point. Every person is equal before the law. The president of the country and a domestic worker has to obey the same laws. So the first point is every person is equal before the law. The president of the country and a domestic worker has to obey the same laws. Second one, no person can be discriminated against on the basis of their religion, race, caste, place or birth, or whether they are female or male. So this is the second point. The third point is every person has access to all public places including playgrounds, hotels, shops and markets. The fourth point is untouchability has been abolished. Okay, so these are the 4 points for the answer. Which are the provisions provided by the Constitution to protect equality? The 2 ways in which the government has tried to implement the equality that is guaranteed in the Constitution is first through laws and second through government programs or schemes to help disadvantaged communities. There are several laws in India that protect every person's right to be treated equally. In addition to laws, the government has also set up several schemes to improve the lives of communities and individuals who have been treated unequally for several centuries. These schemes are to ensure greater opportunity for people who have not had this in the past. So here comes a question. What are the ways through which government has implemented equality? What are the ways through which government has implemented equality? The answer is the government has implemented equality through first one, laws. Second one, government programs or schemes. Okay, so these are the 2 ways. First one is laws and the second one is government programs or schemes. Okay, so both these laws and programs and schemes has been developed to improve the lives of communities and individuals and also to ensure greater opportunities. Okay, so these are the two ways, laws and government programs or schemes. And by using both of these, the government has improved the lives of communities and individuals and also ensured the greater opportunity for people. One of the steps taken by the government includes the midday meal scheme. This refers to the program introduced in all government elementary schools to provide children with the cooked lunch. Tamil Nadu was the first state in India to introduce this scheme, and in 2001 the Supreme Court asked all state governments to begin this program in their schools within 6 months. This program has had many positive effects. These include the fact that more poor children have begun enrolling and regularly attending school. Teachers reported that earlier children would often go home for lunch and then not return to school, but now with the midday meal being provided in school, their attendance has improved. Their mothers who earlier had to interrupt their work to feed their children at home during the day now no longer need to do so. This program has also helped reduce caste prejudice because both lower and upper caste children in the school eat this meal together, and in quite a few places Dalit women have been employed to cook the meal. The midday meal program also helps to reduce the hunger of poor students who often come to school and cannot concentrate because their stomachs are empty. So, as we have discussed earlier, our government has implemented certain laws and programs or schemes, isn't it? One such scheme is the midday meal scheme. This is to ensure that all the students in the government elementary schools has been provided with a cooked lunch. This was first introduced in Tamil Nadu by 2001. Later, Supreme Court asked all the state governments to begin this program. Okay, so this program made a wide variety of change in the school children. More poor children had begun to enroll and regularly attended the school. Okay, similarly, the attendance has also been improved, and this program has also helped to reduce the caste prejudices, such as the upper and lower caste children both together sit and eat the meal together. And also in some places the Dalit women were employed to cook this meal. So the caste prejudices has been reduced. And also this meal program has reduced the hunger of poor children. Therefore they were able to concentrate in their studies more. Okay, so here comes a question. What is the midday meal program? And list 3 benefits of the program. Okay, so the answer is the midday meal scheme. This refers to the program introduced in all government elementary schools to provide children with cooked lunch. Okay, so this is the first point. Midday meal scheme refers to the program introduced in all government elementary schools to provide children with cooked lunch. Okay. Then coming to the benefits of this program, the first one is more poor children have begun enrolling and regularly attending school. This is the first point. More poor children have begun enrolling and regularly attending the school. The midday meal being provided in school, their attendance has been improved. Okay, so this is the first point of the benefit. The second point is this program has also helped to reduce the caste prejudices because both lower and upper caste children in the school eat this meal together, and in some places Dalit women has been employed to cook the meal. So this is the second point. They have reduced the caste prejudices. The third point is the meal program has helped to reduce the hunger of poor students who often come to school and cannot concentrate because their stomachs are empty. So hunger has been reduced in these poor students. This is the third point. While government programs plays an important role in increasing equality of opportunity, there is much that still needs to be done. While the midday meal program has helped increase the enrollment and attendance of the poor children in school, There continues to be big differences in our country between schools that the rich attend and those that the poor attend. Even today, there are several schools in the country in which Dalit children like Om Prakash Valmiki are discriminated against and treated unequally. These children are forced into unequal situations in which their dignity is not respected. This is because people refuse to think of them as equal even though the law requires it. Okay, so even though our government has introduced various laws and also programs or schemes to increase the equality, there still exists some differences in our society. Even we take the midday meal program, this helped to increase the attendance of poor children, but still there exists some difference between the schools where the rich attended and that of the poor. Okay, so as we have seen in the story of Om Prakash Valmiki, there are still so many discriminations that has been faced by the Dalit children in the school. So their dignity is not respected nowadays also. One of the main reasons for this is that attitudes change very slowly. Even though persons are aware that discrimination is against the law, they continue to treat people unequally on the basis of their caste, religion, disability, economic status, and because they are women. It is only when people begin to believe that no one is inferior and that every person deserves to be treated with dignity that present attitudes can change. Establishing equality in a democratic society is a continuous struggle and one in which individuals as well as various communities in India contribute to, and you will read more about this in this book. So, even though there are various laws and programs or schemes to bring equality in our country, the people's attitude does not change. They are unequally treating the people on the basis of their caste, religion, based on their gender and all. So these people are already aware of these laws and it is punishable to discriminate a person. So the change is required within the attitude of people. So students, we will discuss the remaining portion of the chapter in next video. All of you subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon so that you will get the notification of next video. See you soon. Thank you.